It's an honor to have you here on Mic'd Up with us. Uh, Ma'am, so what have you been doing this lockdown? So how have you been keeping yourself fit and busy?
Firstly, in these unprecedented times, I think we all are tied down with that question. But just to let you know how my lockdown looked like was I've just been keeping myself fit,
Mm-hmm.
active, healthy, so that and just hopeful more than anything else because, the better it will be for us as and when we are out of the situation. So I
Yes.
don't want to waste any more time when I step onto the basketball court again in my fitness or, just keeping myself or getting myself back to the rhythm. So my endeavor this entire 4 5 months, past 4 5 months have been to keep myself extremely fit and also to help the community. I've opened up my fitness YouTube channel, so
That's
that's
nice.
something which I've been doing this past
Yes,
lockdown.
yes. I shall check that channel out.
Yeah.
Ma'am, how did your journey in basketball begin? And what problems did you face initially?
These are two very major, big questions which you asked in one go. So I'll try and do justice to both. So starting with how the journey began, it was back when I was 12 years old. In sixth standard, if I'm not wrong, I was quite an athletic kid in my school. So before playing basketball, I was dragged into all sort of sports like normally happens with kids who are athletic
Yeah,
in
yeah.
school. So one fine day, one of my PE teachers comes up to me and says, "Tomorrow we have got a basketball coach coming. He's a very good coach." And they were basically trying to gather as many students as possible, so that the school shouldn't look that we don't have too many
Yeah,
sporty or athletic kids. So they were just
yeah, yeah.
picking up all the athletic kids and trying to get them for practice. I think that was the first day of practicing basketball. I just got so hooked on that there was no looking back. And I was fortunate and blessed to have my first coach as someone who taught me basics to everything, to even life skills, because basketball is not just a sport, right? It's way beyond that.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, like I was saying, I was fortunate enough to be coached under him. And that was the day, and today is the day, 20 years, 19 years, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
So yeah.
You mentioned your first coach. What do you think is the importance that the first coach plays for a player's life? When a player progresses through the stages, say district, state to national, the coaches keep on changing. But what's the importance that the first coach plays?
That's supreme, because that coach who teaches you from how to hold a basketball
Yeah,
to the other finesse, other skills, other techniques of the sport. If your base is strong, knee agar pakki hogi, we say the building is not gonna fall down soon, right? So
yeah,
it's the same with everything and anything in life. So if your basics are strong, which are taught to you by your very first coach, then I think you really just need to develop on, and you just become very coachable, and it is easy for you to adapt to different styles of coaching. And of course that comes with a lot of other factors, which is experience,
yeah,
which
yeah.
is
Naturally.
how skillful you are. But the base, the grassroots, the strengthening has to be done there for
Yeah.
you to keep going up and never look back.
Yes, ma'am. Very well said. Very true. I totally agree. So, your international career itself has spanned for over 10 years, from 14 or 15 years. So,
It's
what
17 to be precise.
17? Oh my God,
Yes.
17 years, ma'am. So, what difference have you seen? Like, what change in the sport, like basketball as a sport, as well as for women, have you seen since you started playing till now?
Definitely, there has been progress. I will be lying if I'll be saying the progress has been immense or it has been drastic. No, it's been a steady ride for us.
Mm.
But the good part and the happy part is that there's been progress.
Mm, yes.
And one major, example illustration, if I can give you, is in our time when I was in college, when I was in school, there was no exposure. There was no, we weren't giving that platform to go and play abroad, especially in the
Mm.
United States, where I'm sure, will know a
Yeah.
lot of other athletes who does not know about United States basketball. That's the best in the world.
Yeah.
So now if you've read in the newspaper or you've been following basketball lately, so you would know more around 10 of our athletes who are youngsters, who are just
Yes, yes.
teenagers,
The NBA
they've got
Academy.
an opportunity. Yes, they've got an opportunity to go be a part of NCAA division basketball. Then they are going up to participate. Amjot Singh Gill, if you
Yeah,
remember, he was the part of the G League. Satnam Singh before that with Dallas was a part of the G
Dallas,
League. Now
yes.
the other two boys already getting ready to go and perform and just give trials. There was a female athlete who had gone out to try out. So there has been changes. I won't say there's not been any changes. And of course, things to develop, to progress, it takes time. So
Yes,
you need to have right amount of patience. You need to have right amount of faith. But we as an individual, what we can do is fulfill our responsibilities, which is to keep working hard, which is to keep improving, which is to keep finding ways to make yourself and your team look better. And that
yes.
is how, you have to work to become not only the best on your team, but best for your team.
Or your team. Very, very well
So
said.
that is something which we as individuals and I as an endeavor and being the leader, being the captain of the team, I encourage my team to keep doing our bit. And only once we do similar things, we will be carving out way, we will be carving out right path for the juniors to follow.
Yes, that's very true, what you said. And so, what will be one moment or game that you will never forget? That big game, that big moment that just stays in your mind forever, stays in your heart forever.
In 17 years of playing just for India, I think there are way more than just one big moment. But so I will be, not doing justice to you or this question if I just name one moment. But now that you've put me in a difficult spot, I think
I'm
every
so sorry.
athlete, irrespective of whatever sport, when you play for either your school team or your district or your college or your state, and it stands the truest for the national team, is you want to see a podium finish, is you want to see yourself and your team wearing a gold medal. You
Yes,
want to see your national anthem playing, you want to see your national flag rising high, and the entire world standing for respect for your national anthem. I think that's the ultimate dream and ultimate goal of any athlete, especially playing at the global stage. So even for us, it was that. So in 2011, if I'm not wrong, that was the first ever gold medal which India bagged. I was a junior most on the team, but I was also the captain of the team. So this will be one of the major highlights with a lot more what women Indian basketball has done for the country. So that will top it all. That gold medal moment, I still get goosebumps when I talk about it. So yeah, that will top the list for me.
so when you went into the finals, what was your mindset before getting into the game? Yeah, how did you keep
Right,
your team
right.
excited about it?
Firstly, there's that charm and there's that pressure which comes hand on when you're
Yes.
playing any game. And of course, that becomes multifold when you're playing the finals or the championship game. But that is what our training is all about. That is what the experience is all about. That is how we are trained to calm, to control our nerves in the most pressure situations as well. And
Mm,
that is why, and we do understand the responsibility we have of the country, of billions of people, of billions of dreams behind us. So I think just to enter the final game, firstly we take it as any other game,
mm,
which we need to win, taking out that pressure that, oh my god, these are
that's
finals
very
and we
important.
really need to win. So so that is something you cannot, that will pull you down, right? That
Yeah.
won't push you to the limits. So we try and take it as, and we try, and I keep telling my players that the most important part, remember how you held the ball, remember how you played your first district tournament and you became so happy, right? You were happy doing what you were doing. You had
Mm,
no pressure, you had nothing to lose. So we just enter with the same mentality, saying that the bottom line is we need to be happy, we need to be enjoying playing, of course, with a lot of amount of pressure and pride and responsibility towards ourselves, our team, and the nation.
yeah.
But do not forget, whenever you're in dilemma, whenever you're in doubt, whenever you're taking too much pressure, just remember when and why you picked up this sport
Yeah, don't
or
forget where it
anything which you
started.
start doing in life, right? So, and those memories will keep pushing you. Remember the hard work you put in. Remember the countless hours you put in to train and to reach where you are. Remember the sacrifices which you do every day. In my case, which is in my teams, and a lot of other athletes are playing for the nation. We stay away from our families, from our friends, for months and at times for years. So we don't forget any of those things when we are entering to play any game. And I think that is something which keeps pushing us.
Yes. There are a lot of people out there who want to play but are forced by their parents or some other reasons to do different stuff, like maybe pursue studies and stuff like that, but they still find some way to play. What would you like to say to them? Some encouragement to them.
You know, there are very simple rules in life. Once we set our priorities right, what do parents want? What do teachers want? For us to excel in life, for us to do well in life. I know this will look like or feel like a lot of gyan session, but these are things I can tell you or the viewers or especially the basketball team which is watching or will be watching that we and my mantra was to keep my parents happy. And the only way I could keep my parents happy was by doing well in academics.
Yeah.
The only way to keep my coach happy was to do well in academics
Yes.
first. And so he said, you need to become a good student first, and then you become a good player. And I am a living example of, doing both from a regular CBSE background school in Delhi, going on to St. Stephen's College, a regular Delhi University college, which by the way, and taking a course which is English literature, and then, forcing your teachers were always on our head saying, I'm very proud of you, they're playing for the nation, but you cannot sideline your academics, right? To then going on doing masters, net, assistant professor, all of that. I think all that was possible only because the base, the grassroots, the जो नींव बोलते हैं ना जो set हुई
Mm,
थी was
mm,
only because of my parents and my coach who ensured that I set my priorities right. And I, as an athlete, knew if I want to live a peaceful life where I like to do what I like to do, which is play basketball, which is like, was a major part of my day and a major part of my life and still is, I knew and found a mantra that I need to keep them happy by
yes.
studying well,
Yes.
by
Yes.
getting good marks. And that's all they need. That's all they're looking for. And this is very much possible. So you don't go for friends night out. So you don't go for birthday parties. So you don't go or do all those little things which excites people or your group or someone around you. You sacrifice all that every day only because you know that something which you're going to achieve after all those sacrifices is going to be immense and
Yes.
it's going to be huge. And same sort of friends, same sort of, your groups or your classmates will then be looking up to you
Yeah.
and will then be saying, wow, this is amazing. But how and what were the ingredients for you to make that possible? Only
Mm,
you know.
yeah.
And
Certain
of course, so
sacrifices.
anyone getting any pressure from the parents or from the community or from the teachers, should be one mantra. Prioritize your day, which is for students shouldn't be more than two, three things, which is studying, playing, or any co-curricular activity, whatever you're doing. And that's it. I
Mm,
think that 18, 20 years of life can define who you will become or who you want to become. So just keep your parents and your teachers happy and they will, and trust me, they will never stop you from doing what you want to.
yeah. Even our coach in school used to make us show him our report cards every time we used to get them. And he'd be like, if you get a low score, you're not playing the next game. So, yeah, it's very important to
Yeah.
maintain that balance. So, ma'am, I had this question. The local pages, sports fan pages, they have named you the Delhi Dynamo. So, is there some backstory to that, or how did that come about?
So I think our team, once I played so I've been playing for Delhi for past 2 decades nearly.
Mm,
So I think Delhi Warriors was something, a name given to us in our team for a long, long time. And I think it is a respect from all the fans and all the people who follow the game, and they would want to call me the Delhi Dynamos. So I couldn't be more honored and grateful that they find that I'm doing what I'm doing for my bit, for the community, for the state, for the country, valuable. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you any history behind it because I don't know any. So I think it's just a symbol of respect.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely earned and deserved respect. Uh, in 2017, during the FIBA Women's Asia Cup, Team India had won all the matches and it had been promoted from Division B to Division A. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you had a tournament high of 17 points against the host team in the semifinals.
The match game you're mentioning about is the semi-final games against Lebanon,
Yes,
in
ma'am.
which I had a 17
I'm sorry.
point four, and then the finals. Yeah, and the final against Kazakhstan, where of course I did have my role in my team's role. So we won both those games very close, and especially the Lebanon game. Normally people would only remember the finals because that's
Yeah.
the trend. You only remember the finals, but the semi-final game, what we had to play, we were losing by 15 points
Mm.
in the early third quarter. And that's when I started clicking and clicking in the sense that the ball started finding me. We had a game change. We had a game. So I had some 9 points continuously for my team. And that's when we came really close. And I had a few big steals. So that is just one part of me. It just feels so unfair that I talk about this one match or one tournament, whereas I've played a major important role in the past 17 years for the women's team. But anyway, now you asked me that question. So yeah, that was sort of a very crucial game for us. And coming from 15 points deficit and then winning it by 6 points, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was quite that is a game along with so many others which will be very close to my heart.
My sister and I, we would watch your games on Doordarshan every morning before we used to go to school. So, yeah.
That is
So,
so sweet.
ma'am, I had one last question for
I
you.
hope I did well.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely, ma'am.
I hope I did justice to your time and to your.
Absolutely, ma'am. Mom would be yelling at us, "Ki, get ready, it's time for school." And we're like, Mama, 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. Yeah. So, before we wind up, would you like to say something to our girls basketball team?
Definitely, not just to the girls basketball team, but anyone and everyone watching this video
Mm,
um, would be just keep dreaming on and keep dreaming big. Smash your one goal, dream another goal, and just imagine yourself living that dream. That will and that should inspire you every day to put in the right amount of hard work, to have the right amount of confidence. So, because it is very important to dream big, to see yourself
yes.
doing something before you achieve it, because imagination plays a huge role, a huge part in our life. So, for anything you want to achieve in life, I think you have to first imagine, portray yourself living that dream, and keep believing yourself, and don't let anyone turn you down, and don't let anyone tell you that you will not be able to do it. Take that as a motivation to maybe prove them wrong, or to maybe just become better than who you were yesterday.
Mm,
The goal should be to become better than
yes.
who we were yesterday. And then sky is also not the limit. How can sky be the limit when there are footprints on the
On the
moon?
moon.
Has become one of
Yes.
my most favorite quotes. So that's it.
Yes.
Keep dreaming big, dream on.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, ma'am. And
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me. And there are really any in spite of the busy schedule and all of that, it's so hard for me to say no when it's to do with young athletes, when it's to do with youngsters, when it's to do with the younger generation. Because even if I'm able to inspire one or two of you, I think that's a huge win. And that is why I always and will always take out time for you all. Just let me know if I can be of any help in any other way. And
yes,
just wishing each one of you all the best for all your future endeavors.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You keep on inspiring us every day.
Thank you. Grateful. Bye, Vidhi. Thank you for hosting me. Had a
Thank you,
lovely
ma'am.
time.
Thank you so much.